Hey YouTube, I wanted to take the time today to kind of talk about cyberbullying because I feel like it's not talked about enough. I have friends who have been cyberbullied, and I have one that's being cyberbullied really bad right now, to the point where she is feeling kind of insecure about herself. For those of you who live under a rock and don't know what cyberbullying is when you get on the internet and you pretty much bully people the same way you would in real life, but since it's not face to face, you feel like you can be even more of a dick and say more things about them and make them feel even worse about themselves. Cyberbullying can take place on any form of social media, but one that I've noticed a lot lately has been Tumblr. And for those of you who don't know what Tumblr is like Twitter and Facebook, maybe not Facebook, but like something to the equivalent of Facebook, had an awkward baby and named it Tumblr. It's pretty much just like a blog site where you can make a blog and post pictures and post text posts and video posts and audio posts and just post until your fingers fall off. But one thing about Tumblr that you can do is ask questions. Like, you go to someone's blog and there's an ask question button and you can ask them questions. You can also ask them anonymously, which is where cyberbullying comes in to play. Because once people hit that anonymous button, everything they want to say comes out more than if you knew who they were. And that's kind of the problem I'm talking about. Someone sent me an ask on Tumblr anonymously, and they asked if I knew a person who was tall and skinny and blonde, because they said they knew me. The message went on to say that if I did know this person, they wanted me to tell them that they should jump off a cliff and kill themselves. Now, I know 2 or 3 girls who fit that description, but I only know one who also has a Tumblr and kind of knows other people that have Tumblrs. And this girl, she is so sweet and she is so nice and she's just a fun person to be around, and she's one of my best friends. And it makes me really sad that someone would want to say that about her. So my reply, because I have to reply to everything like that because I'm stupid, my reply was that they're pathetic and they don't have a life because they have nothing better to do than get on Tumblr and anonymously message people saying that their friends should kill themselves. And then I went on to tell them I hope they go bungee jumping with a broken cord. Most people would consider that a form of trolling, but it's not. It's cyberbullying, because they're saying something not to get a rise out of someone, but to inflict pain and to emotionally hurt people. If they were directing this comment at the girl I'm thinking about, this girl has a lot of family problems. She has some school problems. She has trust issues, and she has attempted to kill herself before. And really, that's not cool. That's not cool at all. If you're the kind of person that does that, you need to stop, because you're fucking stupid. The only time people really hear about cyberbullying is when someone kills themselves, but that's not the only time it happens. People get cyberbullied all the time. I personally can't recall an instance where I was, because if people even started like trying to get me down, I'd just be like, "Hi, you're stupid, you're a fucking faggot, you're just retarded, what the fuck are you even doing? You have nothing better to do with your time than fucking talk shit to me." Because that's the person I am. When someone tries to be aggressive towards me, I'm just gonna like, pfft, fag. But there are people who don't have that mentality. And there are people that get cyberbullied to the extent that they feel the only way out is to kill themselves. On Tumblr, again, because Tumblr is really the only form of social media I get on anymore. Someone made a post about a girl they follow who had nothing but her entire profile was nothing but anonymous people, just spewing hate to her, just saying she's ugly and needs to kill herself, her or himself. I think it was a girl because the person that made the post said it was a girl. They were just spewing hate and saying she should kill herself and saying she was ugly and saying just all these horrible, horrible things about her and to her. And the person that made the post said that the last thing on her blog was, "To the Anons, you win," which I'm assuming means that she took her own life, which is sad. No one should ever want to take their own life because someone is being mean to them. No one should ever feel that killing yourself is the only way out of a bad situation. I've been to the point where I have been just so upset and I self-harmed and cutting myself wasn't enough and taking my life seemed like the only way out. So I would sit in my room every night with my razor blade up to my wrist, right where the main vein was, trying to muster up the courage to cut it and kill myself. Because people just made me feel so awful about myself that it wasn't worth it anymore for me. But I could never muster up the courage, and one day I was just sitting in my room watching TV with the blade up to my wrist, and I just looked at it, and I looked at the TV, and I looked at my room, and I'm like, why are you doing this? Why are you gonna let them win? If you end your life, that means that you gave up and you were done trying and they win. And I was not gonna let the people who made me feel bad about myself win. And if you take your life, that's what you're doing. I'm not sure what happens after you die, but I know that the only way for it to truly get better is if you live and let it get better. I hope that if you feel like killing yourself, you watch this video and know that you shouldn't do it because you are a beautiful person, and no matter what anybody says about you, you do not deserve to kill yourself to make them right. You are a beautiful person, you are smart, and you are pretty or handsome or whatever positive pronoun I can use, whatever, depending on what your gender is, and you do not need to validate yourself for these people. There are people like you who feel the same way, and they have been to the brink where killing themselves would be the only answer, but it's not. Everything gets better eventually. You just have to wait out the bull crap for it to really get better. The couple years where I felt like I wasn't good enough and where killing myself would be the answer were really, really shitty times. But then everything just slowly started to get better. And if I'd killed myself, it never would have. I never would have gone to college. I never would have met my amazing friends. I wouldn't be going out with my boyfriend right now. I wouldn't be getting ready for him to move in with me. I wouldn't have my cat. There are so many things to look forward to in life, and you should really be around to see it. And don't fucking worry about what other people say about you. If other people only have bullshit to say to you and about you, then they're not fucking worth your time. They're not worth you paying attention to them to let what they say affect you. I know it sucks and it hurts to have people just say awful and hurtful things to you, but they do not fucking matter. They are fucking rat shit underneath your fucking shoe. Because if all they have to say is negative things about you, then that means that they only think negative things about themselves, and they probably need a hug more than anything else because their life just sucks so bad that they have to make yours suck too. I hope this video has maybe helped a couple people think about, you know, how their own situation is. And if you're on that brink, I hope it takes you down from it, because there is no reason for you to feel bad, because there's gonna be somebody in your life that's gonna make you realize, shit, what the fuck? These people, they're not important. Why am I doing this to show them that I am weak like they think I am? I don't know when these people are going to show up in your life. It might be today, it might be tomorrow, it might be a week from now, it might be a couple years from now, but you should really be around to meet them because they're probably fucking great people. In closing, I just want to tell you all that you are beautiful people, and you are smart, and you are funny, and there is something about you that makes you special. There is a reason you are alive and on this planet. I don't know what it is, and you might not know what it is either, but there's a reason, and you should be around to find out what that reason is.